Now to that ABC News exclusive with Sean Spicer. Paula Ferris is right here. She interviewed the former White House press secretary coming off that controversial appearance at the Emmys. Had a lot to talk to him about.
He certainly did. Good morning to all of you, and good morning, everyone. Sean Spicer has been off the job for less than a month. He's now keeping himself busy on the speaker's circuit, and most recently, a cameo at the Emmys, which caught the eye of his former boss.
Sean, do you know? This will be the largest audience to witness an Emmys, period.
Have you spoken with the president about your cameo?
I have.
And what did he say?
He was very supportive. He thought I did a great job, so it was very reassuring.
Some argue that the reason you did it is because this is step one in trying to rehab your image.
I feel very good with my image. I'm very happy with myself. I am able to go out and explain a lot of things now, but I'm not on a tour. I'm out having some fun.
It might be fun for Spicer, but not for his many critics. People have hard feelings towards you because they feel that you lied to the American people. Have you ever lied to the American people?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, I'm cheating on my taxes.
Unequivocally, you can say no?
Look, again, if you want to find something, I have not knowingly done anything to do that, no.
Any regrets about the combative relationship with the press corps?
I'm sorry, please stop shaking your head again. I mean, that's the silliest thing I've ever heard. Okay, I'm done. This is silly. Okay, next.
Look, I made mistakes. There's no question. I think we all do. Some of them I tried to own very publicly. And in some cases, there were things that I did that until someone brought it up, I said, gosh, I didn't realize that was a mistake. I'm sorry about that. But to watch some of the personal attacks, questioning my integrity, questioning my, what my intentions were, I think were really over the top.
We pressed Spicer on some of his most controversial moments, like the inaugural crowd size.
This was the largest audience to ever witness an inauguration, period.
He says his delivery could have been better, but makes no apologies for doing his job. The photographic evidence was contradictory.
I think it might have been better to be a lot more specific with what we were talking about in terms of the universe, and not focus so much on photographic evidence, etc. So, yes, from that standpoint, I think I could have probably had more facts at hand and been more articulate in describing, the entirety of what that day was about.
And when President Trump fired then FBI Director James Comey, there were contradictory stories as to why he was dismissed.
The Deputy Attorney General determined that the FBI Director lost his confidence.
I was going to fire regardless.
Once you learned the truth behind what was really going on, why didn't you set the record straight? Because as press secretary, you don't think that you have an obligation as press secretary to set the record straight, though?
Why he set it straight. That's my job, is to help give voice to what his thinking is when he can't do it himself. In that case, he did it himself.
Did the president ever ask you to lie or to manipulate the truth?
No.
Let's talk about one other serious allegation, the travel ban. You said that it unequivocally wasn't a travel ban. President Trump, as you know, tweeted, this is a travel ban no matter what anybody says.
Right.
Why did you never correct that?
I would definitely say that I wish we had been more consistent from the beginning in terms of the terms that we would use and the goals that we were trying to achieve.
So you own that you would like a do-over on that?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll take a mulligan on
You'll
that
take
one.
a mulligan on that one.
If the president puts Russian salad dressing on his salad tonight, somehow that's a Russian connection.
Let's talk about the Russia issue, which seems to be plaguing the presidency. Has the Mueller team reached out to you at all?
I'm not going to discuss that issue at all.
Have you hired a lawyer?
I'm not going to discuss that issue at all.
So you haven't been subpoenaed?
I'm not going to discuss that issue at all.
Did you ever hear inside the White House that Mueller should be fired?
I'm not going to discuss that issue at all.
If you are approached, will you testify?
The White House has been very clear that they're going to be as cooperative as possible.
You're not under the auspices of the White House anymore.
I understand that, but I would do anything. There's an issue of executive privilege, and as long as that's not invoked, I will do everything to further, to do my part to further this investigation coming to a swift conclusion.
There's a report that the big networks won't hire you because of a, quote, lack of credibility. Is that true?
We are still negotiating with some entities, and I also believe that I'm not going to get into some of the private discussions that we were having with those and other companies and outlets.
Do you think you have a credibility issue, Sean?
I don't, but it's up to other people to judge that.
Perhaps the most famous and infamous former press secretary of modern times, Spicer is now a celebrity in his own right. But to some of his detractors, there is still unfinished business. So many Americans feel they deserve an apology from Sean Spicer. Are they ever going to get one?
I think that there are things that I did during my time there that I needed to go out and correct. I did that. Where there were mistakes that were made, that I got something wrong, I think I've owned that. I know that there are some folks that no matter what we say or do, they were never going to, they just, and some folks in the media that wanted, they're never think that, you know, everything that we did was wrong and want some blanket apology. That's not happening.
Now, Spicer tells us that Anthony Scaramucci absolutely was the impetus for him leaving, and says if the president asked him to return to the White House, it would be, quote, difficult to ever say no to the president, but he doesn't anticipate that call, you guys. As for his immediate future, you might see him on a reality TV show, George. He says he's been presented several opportunities and is weighing his options right now.
Well, but you could really see his demeanor change when you asked about that Mueller investigation. And there's a report on the website Axios this morning, Mike Allen, the reporter, who says that Spicer actually kept notebook after notebook during his time at the RNC, during his time at the White House, likely to be a matter of interest for Mueller. And he's even threatened Mike Allen, saying, I'm going to have legal authorities go after you if you keep on questioning me. These are questions he just doesn't want to answer.
Yeah, he clearly doesn't want to go there right now, George.
Okay, Paula Ferris, thanks very much.
I think it was very telling when you flat out asked him, have you ever lied? That seems to be like a yes or no response. And we didn't get a yes or no response.
We certainly didn't.
All right.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.